Yes, Hunter?
We shall speak later, Wanda.
I look forward to it.
Hey boss, head to the forge. There's something you need to see. It's not Strange in his pajamas, though I will let you know if that happens. He has these matching slippers with curly toes. A real Santa's elf vibe. But that's not relevant. Come to the forge, okay?
I smell tension.
Caretaker's not happy today.
All right, Robbie. Today's the day we impress Johnny Blaze.
Agatha always knew how to put a smile on my face.
Strange is acting stranger than usual now that Wanda's back.
Robbie was not on his A game last night.
The weird vibes around here are driving me nuts. Hell yes, movie nights are...
We played Spartan's Gambit way too late.
All the gamma accelerator has changed my mind.
That was a hell of an operation. Snatch and grab and a rescue. I score that a big win for everyone.
No argument here. What's new, Hunter? Okay, Central. Work your magic. Now we know what they're up to. The question is, what are we gonna do about it? Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. They might be in trouble.
Friendly neighborhood service at friendly neighborhood prices.
Thanks, Hunter. Did the movie nights ever go away?
Now we can all just hang out, like old times.
New energy in the Abbey today, Hunter.
Complex runic systems are...
All right, Hunter. Let's get to work. I can't tell you how great it feels to have the Gamma Accelerator back. Seriously, total game changer.
You are well.
But we can't start passing out the party favors quite yet. If we don't find Johnny Flametop and grab the Parchment of Power, this thing is just a glorified barbecue lighter.
Johnny Blaze is not nearly the threat to us Banner is. I suspect he will hand it over once he realizes we are the world's last hope.
Oh yeah, he's been totally reasonable and thoughtful so far.
And if we do get the parchment, you really think you will be able to stop the prophecy?
My appreciation of magic is evolving quite a bit thanks to you. It'll be tricky, but I think it's possible.
Your overflowing confidence is something to behold, Tony. I wish I had some of it.
Oh, take all you want. I have enough confidence for the whole team. No matter what, though, this whole thing has already been completely worthwhile.
Oh? And why is that?
Because right now, I'm looking at the Gamma Accelerator, and Bruce Banner is looking at an empty spot where the Gamma Accelerator used to be. All we need now is the Parchment of Power. Why do I always have a flathead screwdriver when I need a Phillips head? Looks like Banner didn't tinker too much with the Gamma Accelerator. Prophecy? prophesy you never.
Today is the first in a long while I haven't awoken to see doom clouds gathering on the horizon. It's a refreshing change of pace.
We successfully retrieved the Gamma Accelerator and brought Wanda home. No wonder your mood is lighter.
I'm so glad we kept the accelerator out of Lilith's hands. Although Tony's notion of stopping the prophecy is doomed to failure because the only thing that can stop Chthon is Chthon. But that's a worry for another day. Today is about optimism.
Dark days will inevitably return, but I think you are wise to take a moment and appreciate the good things when we have them.
Success follows failure. Failure follows success. It's circular. At this moment, we are at a crest. We bask in the warm feelings and pray we don't drown the next time we descend into failure.
I would like to talk more, but there is still much for me to do.
Too much, but I appreciate the time you gave me. Be well. I'm not sure how to even pick up the Gamma Accelerator.
So?
Evil doesn't take time. Neither should we.
Ready to work? Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
I think they have a thing for me. Was it worth it? Reality is only an illusion. I'm hoping you'll learn from this, but I know you won't. The strength of chaos energy. You left me no choice.
Smell that, Hunter? That's the smell of victory. Or maybe it's me. Don't be mad, but I bet some cash that Wanda wouldn't come back. But here she is, less evil and more traumatized. A miracle.
She has joined the club.
Man, I love it when you can take a joke. Can't be a hero without a lot of emotional baggage.
We have each other to help lessen the burden.
Yeah, you went and made it all fuzzy.
The fuzzy stays. Wanda will have us if she needs it.
A group of unqualified dorks is cheaper than a professional. Well, what about you? How's that wet noodle of yours holding up? The one in your head.
I have had better days.
No dust, Sherlock. You've got martyr written all over you in, like, big red letters. Comic Sans to boot.
I do not understand.
You know, someone who falls on their sword and doesn't ask for anything. That'll kill you quicker than your mom will.
Deadpool, are you worried for me?
Sounds romantic when you ask like that. If you go around soaking up other people's problems like a sponge, you're gonna get so full you explode. So take it easy, 'cause I don't want to clean up that mess.
I know this isn't my place, but I'm worried about how everyone is treating Wanda.
Everyone seems very happy to have her back.
That's what I'm talking about. A short time ago, she was a sock puppet for the Mother of Demons. We're acting like she's already back to normal. She may never be normal again.
How did you cope when you were first released from Lilith's control?
Badly. I'm still figuring it out. I'm used to having another voice in my head, but Wanda didn't have a symbiote to keep her company.
If you spoke with her, maybe you could help her through this.
I don't know if I should do that. I'm no psychiatrist.
You do not need to fix her. You just need to listen.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Just keep an eye on her, Hunter. She's hurting, even if she doesn't know how to show it.
You've seen him, I can tell. You know about the temple.
Now, for a witch, Wanda isn't very spooky. Well, now, I mean.
I needed that.
Caretaker's not happy today.
All right, Robbie. Today's the day we impress Johnny Blaze.
The weird vibes around here are driving me nuts.
So, do you think Stark can pull this off?
It's a risk. A big risk.
I think the guy's a genius, but come on. It feels like we're pushing all our chips on this one bet.
If he manages to pull it off, our prayers will be answered.
And if he doesn't, we gotta be prepared for hell on Earth. You want in on this discussion, Hunter? Cap and I were just having some words about Tony.
I hear a bit of hesitation in your voice.
The thing is, I've seen Tony like this before. He becomes fixated on one idea to the exclusion of all others. Sometimes the results are great. He can split a molecule and make it rain in the Sahara. But considering the danger we're all in, we can't afford to have anything less than absolute perfection. Otherwise, I'm afraid too many people will die.
I know the danger all too well, and I would say your concerns are valid. The question is, what to do about them.
I don't want to completely derail the plan. but I do think it would be wise to have an alternative ready to go.
Meaning?
We need to start walking, talking, and planning as though this prophecy is going to come true.
So what do you plan to do? Are you going to confront Tony?
I'm not sure what that would accomplish. Our skepticism aside, no one wants this plan to work more than we do. We'll just have to cross our fingers and hope, like everyone else. Here's hoping Tony can pull this off.
Hell yes, movie nights are back.
Did the movie nights ever go away? What's this about?
Now we can all just hang out, like old times.
There you are, Hunter. I'd like to speak to you, if you have a moment. I understand you spoke to Wanda this morning. Tell me, how is she faring?
Perhaps you should ask her yourself. I am sure she would like to hear from you.
I'm not ready for that. I can't imagine that she doesn't feel some semblance of betrayal on my part. I was the one who gave up on her, and long before she fell to Lilith. I just thought she was lost to us, beyond saving. No one has been purged of Lilith's corruption before. I didn't think it was possible. But you and Nico made it possible. This isn't easy for me to say, but I'm sorry for ever doubting her.
Admitting you are wrong is one of the bravest things we can do.
Not as brave as you were last night. Not only did you defy me, but you defied Lilith, and won. I can't help but ask, what was it like, purging Wanda of Lilith's corruption? Did you suffer any strange effects I should know about?
I did experience something you should know about.
What's that?
I had a vision. I believe it was the Temple of Chthon.
No. That would mean...
Chthon is almost upon us.
Then we better get to work. Well, that's enough of me monopolizing your time for now. We'll talk more later.
Prophecy? More like prophecy you never.
A successful collaboration.
Looks like Banner didn't tinker too much with the gamma accelerator.
Concentrate, Stephen. Do not teleport Tony Stark to Kathmandu.
Why do I always have a flathead screwdriver when I need a Phillips head?
Complex room.
How's it going, boss? This should be interesting. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Always a pleasure.
Back again. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn?
I knew this was coming. Just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm?
Look at them. The sun will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care. Let's get this started. Safe in Central Park again.
Yes. I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
As they should be.
That's one hell of a move.
I'll make quick work. master must be so proud. No, Mr. Blade. No, this must pain you, Blade, to see your turf overrun like this. All that work.
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it. Never seen that before.
To bow out if you prefer to take on the rest yourself.
Let's do it!
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Enjoy your nap.
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No. Allow me!
So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Dracula?
Centuries. The better part of a millennium, in fact. But you already knew that, Blade. And thanks to your unlikely ally, Dr. Morbius, I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
I cannot allow that!
Here we go!
I think you got it. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Lost their will just yet.
My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule the night.
You rule the night? Maybe in some rat hole in It's my town.
That is all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the...
Guess I'm still the focus here.
They're mine.
That was something.
These fanatics are always the same. Come get me. How many times you gonna try that?
Oh, yeah, I will get you to that.
Good. I could use some more practice.
To think I've come full circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you.
A common refrain from vampires who haven't yet accepted their profound gift.
Not everyone wants to feed on the innocent. You never did understand that.
This should really be something. My suspicions about you were correct.
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass-produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
the sewer where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
For once, my failure of science has worked to our advantage.
You are good at taking risks that pay off.
If my skin wasn't so pale, you'd see me blushing. You might not believe it, Hunter, but this ordeal with the sunlight serum is finally over. Dracula has nothing.
That is fantastic. I knew you and Blade could take care of business.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This plague of vampires put stress on the whole team. We supported each other.
You are too kind. I'm glad I found such a welcoming family of heroes. And about that, Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
Ooh, now that Wanda's back, I feel like the band is finally back together. Can't wait to get some one-on-one time with her. Miss that witch.
Go easy on her, Robbie. She's been through a lot. It might be a while before things go back to normal again.
Normal? Since when were we ever normal? But Nico is right. Wanda might not be as social as we would like her to be.
I just want to make sure she knows that we love her and are happy to have her home.
Maybe start slow with something familiar, like a movie night.
Blade, you just read my mind.
Wow, really? What am I thinking now?
You must have a mind for it to be read, Robbie.
I meant let's have a watching party in Wanda's honor.
I think she's really gonna like that. Small victories, Hunter, are always worth celebrating. Like an old friend coming to her senses, courtesy of one of our newest friends.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know, grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
You must have slipped.
May I join you?
You can sit over there. Forgot how relaxing it is to just zone out and watch a good movie.
You of all people deserve to rest. I'm happy to see you got some.
Oh, is that why you didn't bring me with you today? Because I needed to rest?
That is not what I meant.
Yeah, it was. Now that you're here, you might as well join us.
That sounds lovely.
All right.
Wanda, are those three women witches?
They are.
They do not seem like witches.
That's because they don't know they have powers. Yet. And if they did, they would be wise to hide them.
Reminds me of how all the witches tried to hide themselves in 17th century Salem.
Times really haven't changed that much. If there is one thing I know for sure, it is that power frightens people. And when people get frightened, well, you know. You literally lived around the times of the Salem witch trials.
I was a young child, but yes, Caretaker and Agatha were terrified of being found out in those days.
I know the feeling. Sometimes I just wished I was, normal. Things would have been easier for me growing up.
Easier in what way? Sounds like there is a story there.
There's always a story, but this is movie night, not a therapy session. And I really don't know you that well.
Fair enough.
Besides, we should be paying attention to the movie. We're just getting to the good part.
Are those witches actually charmed by that awful man?
Well, he is the devil. Sort of.
Then why do they not just turn him into a toad or banish him?
Because they're good witches, Hunter. Like I hope to be one day.
Your actions with Wanda really took Lilith down a peg in my eyes.
Wanda being home won't feel right until we have a movie night. And sure, she can pick the next few flicks.
If it gets any sunnier around here, well, good thing I'm a daywalker.
Wanda coming back shows you how fluid these end-of-world situations are.
It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius's serum behind us.
Thankfully. We have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed to be right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter.
Hunter, you have the same effect on vampires as microwaving fish does on the Avengers break room.
I am clearing them out?
You got it. New breed vampire activity has slowed down since you took the fight to them. We're making a dent.
Should we throw a party?
Nah, premature. I almost put up a banner that read, "Well done slowing down the new breed vampires. Go team."
I cannot help but notice there is no banner.
Too wordy, and I couldn't decide on a font. One thing is certain. Vampires are making the most of the chaos Lilith created. The good news? I see no signs that they're working together.
Are you sure there is no connection?
Just a hunch. Let's look at what we know. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the sunlight serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Dr. Morbius may have a different opinion.
Hey, if he deems it a bigger threat than I think it is, I'm happy to run it down. But for now, Central is tracking all mention of the sunlight serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later. So, do you think Stark can pull this off?
It's a risk. A big risk.
I think the guy's a genius, but come on. It feels like we're pushing all our chips on this one bet.
If he manages to pull it off, our prayers will be answered.
And if he doesn't, we gotta be prepared for help.
Whoa.
If you remember from the last trial, I told you that Hippus was consumed by his brother, Set, who absorbed his power. It was this betrayal that showed the Elder Gods, including Chthon, the path towards their own corruption.
The power of the light.
You had your chance to escape.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend. Leave some for the rest of us. I am impressed. Your fate is sealed. How many times is that?
I don't think we'll be seeing any Serpent Men, but in his heyday, Set created his own personal army, much like Lilith and her children. He seemed to have an unusual fascination with Earth's various reptile species.
I cannot possibly match your strength. You were too weak for this fight. All serve Lilith. Your mother abandoned.
Everything an old witch will tell you. When the now corrupt Set descended upon the Earth, he used the prevailing reptiles of the time, dinosaurs, to create his physical form.
Feel my call. have an answer for this. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Unfortunately for those lumbering beasts, when autumn came to destroy Set, the ensuing battle lasted for thousands of years and drove them to extinction alongside their fallen admirer.
The untold price of being favored by the Elder Gods. Their time is short. I am afraid you might not make it back from this one. Now that was something. The advantage is mine. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
I wouldn't go so far as to say Set is pleased, but I'm sure you've piqued his interest.
This looks like a close.
Wanda being home won't feel right until we have a movie night. And sure, she can pick the next few flicks.